So we're back with part two. I've got some fertiliser here. Actually what I bought it from Oderings, which is one of the local big garden centres. They've been here for like about 1 million years. It was sold as a citrus fertiliser in a small plastic sack, about 10 kilos at the time. They sell a similar product now, it's about 8 kilos. And I use it as a general garden fertiliser as well as for citrus. Citrus is of course orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, that sort of thing. I worked out previously that this scoop that comes with laundry detergent for clothes washing, and I'll give this a, this is probably a bit on the heavy side, but it's going to get such a heavy watering this summer. Two scoops of that. Put the tools away. And with any gardening thing, we now give it a really thorough watering in. Whether you want to have the, you don't, best not to have the hose blasting and blasting and blasting. One reason for giving it a watering in, and you can either pause and come back in about half an hour and give it a bit more, or just do it slowly. Sometimes it'll, even though you pack the dirt down a bit, it will suddenly a bit will go bloop, and it'll like sort of burp, and a big bunch of dirt, and you'll need to top it up a little bit because it's suddenly not enough dirt. But I think that's all right. As detailed earlier, when I put it in, give it a bit of a shake. See, that's firm now, even though that soil's wet and muddy, that's quite firm. Because remember, I did this around it, packing the dirt out, without actually thumping and thumping. The old gardening shows used to show you with boots on, stamping around something. And of course, then after a while they said, well, that actually crushes your soil structure. You know, soil should have air in it, some air in it. So, as you see, I've formed a little bit of a crater, even though this is a couple of inches below the lawn area. If you're in a very wet area, if anything, I know in some areas, if they're prone to waterlogging, you plant new things on a bit of a mound. And so they get established and get used to the area. If the area is subject to dry spells, and even here at 43 degrees south, we tend to have a hot, dry summer. So, yeah, it's good to put things a little bit of a hollow, so especially the first summer, giving a good drink. And now, normally with palms and ferns, you use half the recommended fertiliser that you'd use for similar plants. Now I've probably given this, as I say, a bit extra, bit too much really, but and that could be a problem. If it starts with palms, you don't get a wilt. You don't get a just using a bit of mint here. Plants, if they run short of water, they get the typical droop and they wilt, and you come out there and see your plant all wilted. Palms don't really have the ability to do that. To a limited degree, as you see, this is quite an open frond. It can concertina up its little things like this, the actual leaflets. I'm not sure the exact name for them, but the leaflet part of the frond, it can concertina and close. But there's a limit to what it can do if it's thirsty. So there's a limit to how the plant can protect itself in an emergency mode if it's short of water. So you really want to make sure you keep that water up to them the first summer at least, until autumn. So I've got quite a little reservoir of water around it now. It's almost come to the level of what was the old lawn here. So that's probably about 2 inches deep. Yeah, about 6 centimetres deep. So I'll turn that hose off now. And we'll see how this grows over the next couple of years, hopefully. So, this is Catherine in Christchurch, New Zealand. We'll make a third video just to show the situation generally of this garden. See ya. Bye.